Hello and welcome to this, the first exciting episode in the Camera Andy Does the Steam Summer Sales, where I will be giving my opinion on what I consider to be good little deals running from June 19th to June 30th, with daily deals and flash deals happening every 8 hours. And to be honest, I'm fairly certain most of you know that when you do a Steam deal, you only focus on daily and flash deals. They are the ones where the best discounts happen. The first game in no particular order is The Witcher 2. Now, I think The Witcher 2 is absolutely fantastic. It is currently 80% off, going from £11.99 all the way down to £2.99. I don't know what that would be in other currencies, but that is still a cracking deal for an absolutely fantastic game. The Witcher 2 is amazing, and I can't suggest it enough. It has this blend of tactical RPG style combat, great story, it looks absolutely stunning, and it plays so well, especially when you install the enhanced combat mod. I think it was called the enhanced combat mod. When you install that, this game is absolutely amazing. It is just, and it drips with lore and story. It's so good. The next game is Don't Starve, 75% off, going from £10.99 to £2.74. Don't Starve is a 2D survival horror game in which you play in this absolutely fantastically beautifully realized world, kind of almost Victorian style, kind of cross-hatched aesthetic that's just, it's cute but at the same time dark. It's Tim Burton-esque, that's how I could describe it, and it's absolutely fantastic. There is more than enough gameplay, a load of replay value, and it's absolutely fantastic, and I love the game so much. Even though I haven't played it for a good long while, seeing it on the sale has actually made me want to reinstall it and actually play it for a bit. So I can't suggest this one enough again because of its style and its gameplay. They also released DLC Realm of Monsters or something like that. That one isn't discounted, or isn't discounted as deeply. I don't think that you really need the DLC because I enjoy the game without it. However, I do really want to get the DLC, and I would love to see that be discounted a little deeper next time, because the game is great and I would love to expand on what's already happening in that game. And the next game is Far Cry 3, going down 75% from £14.99 to £3.74, or your regional equivalent. This game is absolutely fantastic. I cannot suggest it enough. It is an open world first person shooter with, as most things are doing now, RPG elements where you can level up certain traits and aspects. But what really makes Far Cry 3 absolutely fantastic is the fact that you can see the iterative visual quality as well as the gameplay quality from the first Far Cry, which at the time was head and shoulders above the rest visually and technologically, to going all the way to now, where it's just this absolutely amazing world where you can just go in and run around and do so much stuff and just have a cracking time. And the characters, my god, the characters. Vass, you cannot talk to me about Far Cry 3 and not tell me how terrified you were of Vass. From the first moment you see him to the last moment, it's horrible, it's horrifying, because every time you're around him you don't know what he's going to do, he's unpredictable and he's mental, and the voice acting is absolutely fantastic. I can't suggest it enough again, you should check that out. The next game is XCOM Enemy Unknown. That is down 75% from £14.99 to £3.74, and again, it's a great little game. I do have a lot to say about it because I recently started playing Xenonauts, and I think that Xenonauts is a much better game in terms of its link to the original XCOM games. However, I think XCOM Enemy Unknown is still a really good game if you want a much more modern interpretation of what an XCOM game could be, because it streamlines a lot of things, it takes out a lot of the faff, and just makes things much more approachable. At the same time, I consider that a little bit of its downside, but I still had a massively good time with this game. It is amazing, it has really good gameplay, has really good replay value, especially with all the new game plus stuff, where you can add Iron Man mode, no man's created equal, damage roulette and stuff like that. It's just got so much replay value. And with the DLC, the expansion, XCOM Enemy Within, which is the first time you can actually say a game has an expansion pack, because it's the actual expansion. It adds so much more to the game, which I don't think is being discounted at the moment. I'm bringing it up now. It doesn't seem to be. XCOM Enemy Within. It is going down 67%, which takes it from $19.99 to $6.59. Could be worth it. That is entirely up to you. I think that XCOM is a fantastic little game on its own. XCOM Enemy Unknown is a fantastic game. With the expansion, it adds so much more. So that's up to your discretion as to whether or not you want to purchase that. But I think they're both absolutely fantastic, and they complement each other obviously really, really well. And it adds a lot more gameplay to an already pretty damn good game. Now on to the flash sales with our first game, and one that I cannot say is my favourite game, but it is my guilty pleasure, and that is Euro Truck Simulator 2. Don't judge me. Shh, don't judge, okay? Don't judge. It has been discounted 85% off, going from $14.99 to $2.24. I enjoy it for the sole reason of I like to get into the truck, I like to put on a real radio station, and then I like to drive around and listen to the real radio station. And strangely enough, the verisimilitude of being in the cabin of the truck is so weirdly real, like the sounds and everything. It just sounds so accurate to me that it actually gives me the same effect of driving around, that it starts getting me into kind of sleepy headspace. It's very strange. I don't even understand it properly, but it's really weird. But if you want kind of like a silly simulator, not a silly simulator, because then I would suggest Goat Simulator, but if you want a simulator that is like a genuinely good simulator, I can't suggest Euro Truck Simulator 2 enough, because it is really good. It's my guilty pleasure for a reason. And the final game that I cannot suggest enough in the flash sales is Super Meat Boy, which is 77% off, going from $10.99 to $2.52. For that price, I cannot suggest this game again enough, because it's one of those games that will really frustrate you. It will drive you mad. You play a tiny little cube of meat that is trying to get to his other cube of meat, who is his wife, girlfriend. I think they were getting married at the beginning of the game. You know what, narrative doesn't really matter in this type of game. It's all about how frustrating the gameplay can be. And it's one of those platformers where it's throwing so much hell at you. There are buzzsaws, spike pits, moving platforms, everything. And you have to attempt to complete these levels as quickly as you can. And it's crazy. It's one of those games that's just there to frustrate you. And it does it so well. And it controls so well. And it looks just right for that type of game. I can't suggest it enough. I haven't played it enough because I can appreciate Super Meat Boy and that kind of genre of the crazy, we are going to attempt to frustrate you with all of the gameplay. I can appreciate it, but I personally hate it because I get really frustrated by it. I get really angry and I rage quit so quickly with those things. It's really, really annoying. But what I have played of it, I think is absolutely fantastic, and it hits the nail on the head with frustration, gameplay, aesthetics, just everything comes together to create a kind of frustrating bundle of Meat Boy gameplayness. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, on top of the flash deals and the daily deals, there is also the community's choice, in which Steam users can vote for 2 different sets of games, each with a different theme. The previous winner was the couch co-op theme, which had Octodad, 66% off, going from $11.99 to $4.07. Forced, which went down 66%, $10.99 down to £3.73. Monaco, absolutely cracking game, cannot suggest Monaco enough. 90% off, going from $11.99 to £1.19 for that price. You may as well pick that up because it's absolutely fantastic. Get a bunch of people into the same room and start trying to steal stuff. God, guys, just do it. It's amazing. And then The Cave, 75%, going from $9.99 down to £2.49. And the next set of games that you can vote for, their themes are sports, racing, and underrated FPS. So that has been my roundup of things that I think are very much worth taking a look at on the Steam deals. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment in the comment section if you've picked up any of the games and what you thought of them. If you actually picked up a game maybe on my suggestion and have thoroughly enjoyed it, I would love to hear about it, and I'd love to hear any stories you have from those games, especially Don't Starve. I'd love to know how long you survived. So again, just a quick caveat that these are my personal opinions. None of these are in any order. I just loaded up Steam and I'm just reading them off Steam's main page. None of these are having any metric applied to them. This is purely opinion based, and that any decisions that you make should be on your own discretion as well. That you do research on the games, that you make sure that the games are what you would actually want to play by watching actual gameplay videos online or reading reviews if that's your thing, or going to Metacritic. Don't do it. I hate it when people put numbers as whether or not the game is good, because that's terrible. So I've been Andy, you've been awesome, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys hopefully in the next couple of hours, probably tomorrow, on my opinions for the next bunch of games. Goodbye.